I'm Erin, and this is Paul, and over the past 5 months, we've been building the Bearhawk 5 in Oklahoma along with the Bearhawk team.
For 2.5 years, as we were both getting our ratings, we were looking for a perfect plane for us. Like, we were looking for something that could go fast, that could go far, that can land at anywhere, and we couldn't find that plane in the certified world, not anything that fit our mission specifically. And last year, we found this plane, and it was in the experimental world, and we never thought we would be building our own plane. That was never something that crossed our mind. Yeah. And entering into the build, we didn't know what to expect, so we did do a build assist through the Bearhawk team, and it was like having a personal trainer at the gym. Like, we walk in the morning, and the guys there tell us, okay, we're working on this today, and then they show us what we're doing, so that way we don't make any big mistakes. And the whole process was really, it was smooth. It was very tight and fast paced, but it was very smooth, and we didn't make any catastrophic mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, obviously made a few mistakes here or there, but that's what was fun learning process about it. And you had experts along with you in order to guide you along the way. So we ended up creating a product that we're so excited about. And yeah, it's our dream plane. We're so excited to be here.
Throughout the 5 months, we had different, I almost categorized the build. It was sectioned up into different things for us. So we had, initially, Erin and I were working on pre-assembly. So we were pulling things out of boxes and getting things working together. And then we started working on fabric, and that took a long time.
That felt like it took forever.
After that, we started working on putting everything back together and painting. And then finally, we worked on avionics and final assembly. I think it was all step by step for me, right? So Peter, the avionics guy at Bearhawk, did a great job of helping lay things out. So we had a source from the beginning to help with the diagram, the wiring diagram. And then Garmin has resources online that actually helped me figure out how to pin and do basics of wiring. And so that's where we started. We started with one little section of wire. I think it was our engine harness. And we did this together. Like, I was just cutting the length of the wire, and then we were both pinning things together, and we eased in. Initially, day one, we had no clue what we were looking at all. But yeah, it was an ease in. It was a gradual process. It was just like fabric. Like, fabric day one was rough. Like, we cut things off. We were redoing things all the time. And wiring day one, we definitely had a lot that we had to redo. By day 2 and 3, it was definitely becoming like second nature to us. And by the end, I was completely on my own. I was making modifications to our audio panel. I was like wiring new runs that would be beneficial for us in the cockpit.
Yeah.
So it built confidence over time. And it was like anything else in the build, genuinely. It was like anything else in the build. We started with the basics, and then we worked into the more complex. I think there were always resources there as well to help us out when we had questions. So
Paul, Peter, and I had like stayed up late too, like to finish some of the wiring. And it was on 4th of July, and it was at like 2 a.m. It lights up. We're like, this is like our fireworks, and it's
yeah, truly. And how do kids like us actually wire a panel that turns on? Like, that didn't make any sense.
It was cool to see something where like it was just like wires that we were like cutting days before, and just such like raw material left in pieces like finally be brought to life. And yeah, that was a really cool experience.
Yeah, and it feels like a part of the heart of our plane coming to life too. So it was more than just the panel. It was also like, hey, that's a part of our plane that we're seeing come to life for the first time. Yeah. That was wild.
So right before Oshkosh, we did phase 1 flight testing. Paul and Virgil, the owner of Bearhawk Aircraft, did that together. And so I have just been like getting to have a ground watch or ground reference, watching everything unfold. But it's been such a surreal opportunity. Honestly, I got emotional a few times like over the past week, because this has been like a dream years in the making for us. We've offered on like planes that we were like, okay, we've been told so many times, like, you're never gonna have your dream plane for your first plane. And so we had years ago started offering on planes, and things just weren't working out. And so the fact that I was finally seeing not only our plane flying, but like actually our dream plane, it felt surreal.
You work so hard on something and you see it all come together, and it came together so fast. So there was a lot of like processing, like, oh my gosh, this is happening right now. The first flight though, I was so excited, and then I got on the runway and I'm like, we're actually about to fly this thing, and I don't know if the ailerons work like we do, but like there's a lot of unknown around the first flight too. But yeah, after that first landing, like there was a lot of celebration, and it's pretty surreal to be here right now too. because this just happened last week. Like this plane is, she's a baby. She just flew.
She's got like 20 hours on her.
Yeah. I think also now that she flew, for me, it's opening up what adventures is she gonna take us on that we can't go on right now? And I think that's what's so exciting to me, is like the perfect plane for us can now open the doors that we've always hoped to be open. Yeah, we just finished phase 1 of our plane, which is getting her flying and getting her airworthy. And phase 2, we're starting our build out of a camper plane. And we're starting with the back. We're taking out the back seats, we're putting in L-track, and we're installing a kitchen, a fridge, a battery pack, solar panels, Starlink, a shower out of this left wing here. And really what that all does for us, like it sounds good, but what that does for us is it allows us to actually like hit the road full time and start exploring. Something that drives Erin and I both like so wholeheartedly, we've talked about this for years, is the freedom to go and adventure and explore and new experiences. And all of that I just said, all the camper side allows us to do that. And general aviation is like this world of opportunities that we're really looking forward to tapping into.
I think it was so cool. First of all, we've never flown into Osh in general, and being able to have like a glass panel where you can actually visibly see and you're not looking down at your iPad all the time to see traffic, and being able to like be so aware of everything around you. Like flying into Osh was a little intimidating for us because we've never done it before. And so being able to feel like so like secure about like what we're experiencing in real time was so incredibly helpful.
Yeah. Well, I've never flown the Fisk before. And so we've watched all the YouTube videos of the chaos of the Fisk for a long time, but also the excitement around the Fisk. And so as we started entering into getting into Green Lake, you start seeing all the traffic on the screen, right? And so you see like all the lines of traffic that you've seen for years. And then, so that was wild. But then also knowing that we had the flight plan, the Fisk arrival was amazing this year. And I hear that's not a thing that's been there past years. I mean, I'm spoiled that that's our first experience, that we just got to go A to B to C. But that was amazing to actually see the Fisk arrival on the 750 and then also see all the traffic on the 750. It gave us way more situational awareness coming into such a busy airspace. From the beginning, we started planning what capabilities we wanted this plane to have, what safety features we wanted to have, and then also what technologies could come into our cockpit to help us drive home our mission. And there's a few technologies that I'm actually really excited about. And in the backcountry field, there were people that were like, do you really need that? But after our first flight, I was like, wow, that was really nice. So the height advisor, for example, it's such a small piece of the whole package that we have. But when I rounded out for the first time flying this plane and I have the call out 1 foot, I was like, yeah, like my round out was perfect. And then I greased it on. It was like that second, I don't know, like little watching eye that, hey, your round out was good, your flare was good, your AGL was always good. So the angle of attack was really important to us as well as we start to get into low and slow flying.
Also, Garmin as a whole has been like a part of like Paul's and my life for a while. Like we love running. You know, Garmin was in Paul's family for like years. He grew up in Olathe, Kansas. And so he's just like grew up being like across from Garmin all the time. His brother worked for Garmin. And so we just like love the Garmin family as a whole.
Yeah. It does feel a bit intertwined with my family for sure. And then everyone here as well has been so kind, so welcoming. And also they jumped on board with the Tina joke right away. So, you know, automatically my best friend.
Paul's of course gonna love anyone that jumps on board with the Tina joke.
Yeah, when we talk about Garmin in all of this, I think like in my CFI mind, I think of safety first and foremost, and I think all the different layers and redundancy that we built into our panel is very safety focused for us. Both Erin and I are instrument rated pilots, and so it was really important for us to have a fully IFR, hard IFR panel. That's one thing that we do love about the panel that we were able to build is the double and triple redundancy and everything. As we're getting into backcountry, sometimes there's like no wind indicators and we're able to see the winds, you know? Like there's little things like that that make our mission so much easier and so much safer along the way. And more doable because there's plenty of places where you just don't have information, and as you get there, you're like, okay, these are the conditions. I can land here or I can't land here. And on board, we get a lot of that information now.
I'm Erin.
I'm Paul, and we fly Garmin.